Hello, beautiful Gemini, and welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into your reading. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Gemini, or anyone for that matter. Even if you're not a Gemini, I do trust that there is something in here for you. So please use your intuition and your discernment at all times. Only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. To give you a little bit of insight, starting the stream of channeling. To give you a little bit of insight as to how I work, I am a clairsentient, claircognizant, clairaudient. I do have all the clairs, but these are my strong suits. And I also have the capabilities of visualizing energy and seeing energy as well. I'm going to walk you through your channeled messages that I scribed for you on May 26th. And then we'll use the cards where appropriate, okay? So Gemini, I attempted to do your reading yesterday. It was very heavy. There's things that you are working through, that you're healing. You are in the depths, in the darkness, in the shadows, okay? So we are going to be in that space in this reading, and we're going to be shifting between the shadow space and the wounds that reside in that space as well. I do believe we're going to be shifting out of that though, because I do feel like you are healing something that you didn't think that you would ever recover from. You may have thought you would always be recovering from your past, is the sensation that I started to receive from you. I started to feel a lot of heaviness, feel a lot of sadness, disappointments, because I feel as if you are transforming, you are going through metamorphosis and change and, receiving your abundance, and you're moving quite fluidly in your life. It's interesting. I'm seeing a waterfall, so just bear with me. I see that you are moving quite fluidly in your life, but there's this tug from the past that keeps, and I'm going to use this word, and I know it's a little darker, but it feels like it's haunting you. There's something from your past that keeps haunting, or a wound or a trauma that doesn't seem to dissipate. It keeps lingering on. You may notice that you are going through your transformations quite quickly, but there's still this haunting from the past, okay? But Spirit here is reassuring you that you will release this, that you will let this go. So this reading is very important for those that are doing this depth of work regarding their healing. Okay, so they're showing me the waterfall again. There's a lot of fluid energy right now. Oh, okay. Just turned upside down. So the waterfall just turned upside down. Okay, so I feel like something is emptying out. I feel really slippery. Like there's a lot of slippery energy, fluid energies. It just keeps like, I feel like I'm slipping right now. You may be feeling or noticing within your relationships or connections with other people, like intimacy is not really sticking. Connections are not really binding right now. You want to get deeper with people, or you want to have a deeper connection with someone very particularly in your life, or specifically in your life, but it's not really bonding, or like solidifying right now, because there is so much slippage. There's so much that is emptying out of you, that nothing can stick right now. Another way of putting that is, imagine just like a one door, because they're showing me a door. So like imagine a door, but there's like so many people coming out of the store, and you're the only one trying to go in the opposite direction. You're going to struggle to get in. So nothing can come in right now is something that you may be noticing. This is around like intimacy though. I'm getting a very specific wound around intimacy, relations with others, the depth, okay? The depth. Okay, so I'm hearing one door is all. So this is a doorway of birth, death, and rebirth, like regeneration. Okay. um, I'm getting someone's skin, like your body. There's like dryness that you may be noticing. This is, sorry, it's just a message that just came through. Um, you may be noticing your skin is drier with the weather change, or maybe even dehydration, eczema, psoriasis, things of that nature, perhaps, or just like skin irritation that you didn't have before is something that I'm noticing. Okay, so your energy came in. So your messages came in at 12 a.m. on May 26th. And I heard the offers are just starting to come in. And then I received a vision of the Seven of Cups in a circle formation. And the circle formation was still. It was just still. It wasn't moving. And then all of a sudden, they all began rotating and they entered a doorway. Okay, interesting. So this is this doorway of all things. So okay, so there's a lot of things emptying out, and then the offers are just starting to come in. They will come in when everything empties out. Okay, so things are going to stick. So you may notice that like things aren't sticking or forming or solidifying in different areas in your life, but very specifically relations with others and connections with others. Okay, is what I'm feeling. I also started to receive messages about Viking and Celtic ancestry. So you may be noticing that you have a high interest in Viking mythology, Norse gods, Norse mythology, Celtic rituals, Celtic teachings. That is your soul imprint. That is signaling something to you. So really interesting. I'm seeing two flashes of light simultaneously that keep flashing like this. I also got an image of a warrior with paint on their face. I received the number 222 1899, very specifically 1899, and 222 on a doorway. Okay. Okay, so I'm still seeing these flashes of light. So I do believe this is connected to romance, perhaps. So someone is trying to get your attention. Someone is trying to signal something to you. So with romance, I heard I Only Have Eyes for You. The song started to play in my head. I only have eyes for you. It's a gorgeous song. So that song started to play. Okay, so I do feel like someone is trying to grab your attention, or send you a message. Spirit is also sending you messages of clarity about this person. Like they're sending you messages about them. You may be asking questions or asking for signs, or you're asking for some kind of validation or confirmation about this person, and Spirit is sending messages and signals. And okay, so pay attention. I'm hearing listen. Okay, so I always take a picture of the messages that I receive before your reading, and I post it on the community page and on my Instagram page. So let's give a quick thanks, and we'll just continue to flow in this energy. Thank you to my ancestors known and unknown. Thank you to my great-grandmother Nyla, ancestor Nuna, my grandmother Sophia, Bibi Jadu. Thank you to Mother Goddess Inanna Ishtar. Thank you for your presence, your love, your generosity, and your protection and grace in this space today. And thank you, Gemini, for allowing me to read for you and for trusting me with your energy. Amen. Okay, I'm hearing the name Tom, Thomas, Tommy, but they're like, I like to be called Tom. Like they correct people. You know, when like a person's name can be, spoken in a different way, they like to be referred as Tom instead of Thomas or Tommy. Like they're very adamant on that. Because there's like some of you that need to know, like, this is who this spirit is that's coming through for you. Okay, so I'm seeing the signals again. Okay, so spirit is sending there's a lot of spirits around you, sending you a lot of signs. Okay, this is really interesting, but I'm seeing handwriting. I'm seeing someone write something down. This could be like the way that you manifest your law of attraction, the way that maybe you journal, but whatever it is that you write down or someone communicates to you, it's actually an omen. Because I just saw the word omen being written. It's an omen of a happening in the future. That's really interesting. Okay. That song is playing again. I only have eyes for you. See, you're moving forward. You're moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. So Gemini, this reading is so important for you. Very important for you, my love. Because you are moving forward from an energy that you may have thought you would always be recovering from. They're saying you're not going to be continuously recovering from your past. You will be able to move forward. And it's interesting, I'm seeing them circle stillness, the word stillness. And it's interesting because I was like, you're doing a lot of shadow work right now, and you can see the shadow. You can see the shadow of the bird spirit in this desert. Why are you showing me stillness? There's, okay, so I'm getting an interesting image. So I'm seeing someone hold a key, and they're staring at an open door into the darkness, into the shadows, but you're holding a key. So you've had this door open to the past, meaning you've had your awareness and your consciousness open to the past. Like, you have been shedding light on these shadows for quite some time, and you've been still. You've been holding this key, holding this knowledge. You've opened the door and you've been still. I'm seeing the Hanged Man. What you are closing out, Gemini, because this is a really big confirmation in your space right now that you're moving forward from something that you didn't think you would be able to recover from. You are closing out a long cycle of stillness. I'm seeing the Hanged Man. Okay, so there's something that I haven't said yet. Typically, I can get a duration of like how many years you've been in stillness for, or a duration of cycle. But Spirit is saying it's varying between people, this moment of stillness. For some of you, it's been 5 years. For some of you, it's been 10 years. For some of you, it's like I'm seeing anywhere between 5 and 20 years that you've been in stillness. But Spirit is saying that's the first step of moving forward, is in stillness, in that Hanged Man position, that stillness, that silence. It may have been perceived to you, like you may have been under the perception that this stillness of yours was lacking in movement, lacking in growth, lacking, but it's not. Spirit is saying you've been accumulating and harnessing energy for a way. this entire time. And it's okay that it's taken you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. It's okay. Okay, so they want to give you that love and reassurance at this time, this comfort, that you didn't waste any time. Okay, there's no time that is wasted. Okay? Okay, getting emotional right now. So it's okay. It's okay. There's lots of emotions in this space. We're in the darkness. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so you're actually... they're showing me that door again that you're staring through. The door that you're staring through is the doorway of all. And now they're showing me midnight, 12 o'clock. The doorway of all. The door of the midnight, the door of all. The door of the past and the door of the new beginning. And there's like the split, the door opening, where the day ends and a new day begins. Okay, so that's why your messages came through at midnight. But you're witnessing it. You're witnessing the death of this past wound, trauma, this challenging time. You're witnessing the death of it in your stillness. And you're also feeling it. What you're also going to witness in this doorway of all that you're staring through right now is the rebirth. The rebirth. And the regeneration. So there's a lot that you're feeling, and that's why they're showing me that waterfall again. That's why there's all this slippage and this fluid energy, because there's so much that is pouring out of you right now. But Spirit here is also giving you reassurance that they understand your desire to connect. They understand your desire for new. They understand your desire for deeper bonds and relationships with others, as well as within self. You're feeling the empty right now. Oof. That came out quite suddenly. You have your accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Number 19. You may be feeling at this time that you need to take responsibility and accountability. And that is the gift that you are offering to yourself and to others. For others of you, it's releasing responsibility. That's what I'm seeing here. You've been carrying the rocks on your back as if you were responsible for something, but you are not. There's blame here. There's blame. Like you blamed yourself for what occurred in the past. Or this is deep healing. This is deep healing. So please honor yourself in this space when you hear this reading. And I'm going to respect your boundaries. I don't want to go into any space that I shouldn't. Because I'm all of a sudden feeling like I need to be very careful with my words. This challenging past of yours, or you could have a very specific wound, a very specific trauma, is something that you haven't told a lot of people. Is something that you struggle to say. You show one face, the lovers, the twins. You show one face to the world and another face to the divine. But the divine sees all. They're showing me someone just like, they're showing me someone laying down. Wow. Yeah, you do have your repair at the bottom here. Making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. So there's a lot of, I feel like there's going to be some kind of accountability and responsibility that is going to be taken in a very specific connection of yours. Okay, you're going to make amends, you're going to repair a connection. Okay, if this isn't between you and other people, this is repairing the connection within self. You have here the lantern and emotional energy that came out as well. Consciousness is light. And you have here emotional energy. What's really interesting about this card, because they showed me someone laying down in this like really dark space. And I recall Spirit saying, you're harnessing energy in your stillness. This is the energy that you're harnessing right now. You're harnessing a lot of energy, and some of you have been harnessing it for years. Again, 5 to 20 years. You're harnessing a way through the mystery, or through the void, or through the pain, through the hurt, to move forward. And as you move forward, they're saying you're taking a lot of treasures and the consciousness that is light and the emotional energies that have been renewed and repaired with you into this new beginning. I'm hearing alchemy. You're unleashing the alchemy, your alchemy, into the world, Gemini. And that's okay. So they're saying we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. So now these energies can start to come in. The offers are just starting to come in. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're just about to like bottom out, so to speak. You're just about to empty out, turn, with all the energy that you've harnessed in that stillness, and unleash it. I also just heard unleashing a warrior, unleashing the alchemy into the world. This even looks like the world, the globe. And you're releasing all your alchemy in it. You're also, okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. You're also connected to a new consciousness, because you have removed yourself from the older consciousness where those past traumas and wounds reside in. You've detached yourself from that and not reattached, but attached yourself to some kind of newer consciousness. And it's filled with more light and brightness. You could see all the brightness in this energy. And it's interesting because I was saying here, a feeling of surprise and blissful relief is what I felt. And that's this energy here too. So I want to get into your alchemy. I want to get into these offers. Yeah, look, empty well on the split. Yeah. I can feel it. So we are at the bottom. We're at the bottom. So what is time now? The time now is to replenish. That's the time. You're replenishing. Okay? So the empty is going to feel really uncomfortable, very slippery, very fluid, chaotically fluid. Yeah, maybe like a storm. Okay? And remember, like, you may feel as if the connections in your life or the deeper bonds or relationships to others or the intimacy with others is not really binding or sticking. Okay? But now it will. Now it will. This is a very healing energy here in this space. My body's getting really warm. So you may have a reaction to this reading. You may have a reaction, like your body may react, or you're feeling heightened emotions in this reading, and that's okay. That's okay. You have here vanishing mirror at the bottom, ego sublimation. So there's actually a lover of yours that's going through an ego unraveling, ego sublimation. I can feel that. We'll come back to this lover in just a moment. If I could just park their energy for now. And there's the movement, and there's the river. I'm telling you, it's the flow, it's the fluidity, it's the slippage, it's the movement. It is the spirit of the river that is replenishing this well. And the spirit of the river is your alchemy that you have unleashed into the world, that you have accumulated and harnessed in that stillness, in the shadows, and in the darkness. The well. They're saying prepare for movements. And it's interesting because they're showing me the Seven of Cups again, and how the Seven of Cups started to rotate, and they all began, right? They all began to enter the doorway. All of them. All of the Seven of Cups. Okay? You see the spirit of the river? So the way I'm seeing this energy, as well, if you're sensitive to energy, you can see the flow of it. It's actually moving upstream. Okay? So that's how I'm seeing this is, to me, it's like the Seven of Cups, because it's all accumulated and it's all filling up the well. It's replenishing the well. So why all the Seven of Cups is also something that I am interested in seeking with you right now in this space, because typically the Seven of Cups is like choosing one, right? Not necessarily confusion, but it's like, I'm not getting confusion. I'm getting, what do you desire? What do you want? What do you dream about? What are your fantasies? It's almost as if you're getting all of something, because the replenishment is so large, because the stillness was so long. There's, I'm hearing unpaid debt. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune, which is interesting because the Seven of Cups rotated as if it was the wheel before they all went through the door. What is this unpaid debt? Because you haven't received it. They're saying it's unpaid debt because the debt wasn't paid to them. They didn't open their hands to receive. I'm seeing someone stand like this. You didn't receive the treasures from the shadows, and believe me, there are treasures in the depth. You didn't receive out of fear, or feeling that you weren't enough, or feeling like you were unworthy, or feeling like you couldn't move forward, or feeling as if you were fixed in the past, or feeling fixed in that wound, or feeling fixed in that trauma, but you are not fixed in that time. You are malleable and fluid like time. That's what you are. You're fluid. And that's what Spirit wants you to remember right now about your energy and about your soul. It's like you forgot that you were fluid. You forgot that you were emotional energy, because your emotional energy was fixed in that space for so long. So that's why I'm saying, like, I feel you're going to have a lot of reactions to this reading, a lot of reactions to this energy that is spoken back to you, because it's what you have felt. You may have been noticing like your body is reacting more than it usually is to its environment, because your environment is also changing. Don't worry, we're going to get into the material world as well. I know we're in your internal world right now, but your material world is also going to change, because as soon as that water reaches the top of that well is going to feel the sun. Life force energy is going to feel the sun. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the water going up, and as soon as it hits the surface, it feels the sun's rays and it warms it. There's a warmth here. in your material world. And what is the sun? Life force energy. Experiencing life as it comes, and now you're the drifter. See, there's so much movement and feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. But it's interesting because that's what I feel. It's unpaid debt because you didn't extend your hand out to receive it. You didn't extend your hand out to experience life because you felt fixed. You felt fixed in the past. So now you're shifting and you're opening your hands to receive what you deserve. And that's why Spirit is saying it's the feast of plenty. I'm getting a few dates here, so just bear with me. I'm seeing the year 2014 and 2016. Some kind of significant life event for some of you is coming through. Okay. There's also something about, okay, that's weird. It's giving me claustrophobia. I don't like that. There's something about your world feeling narrow or feeling really small with these two energies here. It's almost like I feel like the walls are collapsing in. You may feel like that because the door is shutting. The door that you have been still in, holding that key, looking at the darkness, looking at the shadow of the past, of what you thought you would never recover from, it's actually closing in. So you may feel like, how do I explain that energy? You may feel as if your world is getting smaller, but that's because there's a new world that is opening, that is grander, that is larger, if that makes sense. So I feel this sensation of like the walls are closing in and like the boat is all the way at the end of that. It feels like it's like getting tighter, like right there, but that's actually the opening to the new. Okay, if that makes sense, like that's where you're moving forward into. Okay, so you have a really interesting sensation. Okay, it feels like it's I've never felt this before. It feels like it's just getting narrower, and then like you know that you have this opening, right? That doorway of all things, and that's where you're going to flow into. So now we're in this. The offers are just starting to come in. So let's see. Let's see what offers are going to start to come in. I mean, you're offering yourself love. Okay, you're offering yourself forgiveness. You're offering yourself repair. You're offering yourself liberation and freedom. Okay, right? And then there's also offers from the universe. Yeah, getting back to integrity, the lost compass. Interesting. Okay, just bear with me. You know, what's really fascinating is like, I'm getting, as when I was closing my eyes, I felt a feeling of brightness. Like I saw just like a really bright room and I had to adjust my eyes to it is what I felt. And you could see the brightness here in the middle of the compass and also right there, that narrow opening. And with this lost compass, it's giving me the energy that you don't know exactly where you're going to. You may feel like you're lost, but you're not. You know that that's where you want to go. Because your emotions are your messengers. See, they're like, that's why your body is reacting so much. I didn't read this until now. It says emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. Your emotions are messengers. And that's why you're feeling so much in your body and reacting to your environment from the past, reacting to that wound or that trauma, the shadows. And now you're feeling a new reaction, a new emotion to an environment that you haven't experienced before. And that's where you're headed. So you're going to have a lot of bodily reactions, okay? Like you're truly, it's like it's in your body. Like even now, like I'm sweating. So like there's a lot happening within your emotional body and your physical body. It's interesting because now they're showing me the word alchemy again. Remember how we were saying your alchemy, you're sending it out into the world? You're going to experience your energy in a way that you have never experienced it before. You're going to experience your alchemy in a way that you have never experienced it before. And people are going to experience you as if they have never experienced someone like you or you before. People that you know, people that you haven't met yet. You're going to give them an experience, is what I'm seeing here. Let's get into some other messages, okay? You hear Black Cat, good luck at the split. I want to see, I don't know if they'll give me what these offers are that are just starting to come in. I keep feeling like you're going to get it all. I'm seeing someone meditate like this, and this is actually a message that I received from my guides to meditate holding my hands up to the universe, palms open. Because I had a problem, well, I had a lot of wounds, not a problem, but I had a lot of wounds around receiving. And that meditation really helped me. Okay. Let's see. Handwriting. I kid you not. And I said that earlier. Someone's handwriting. It says authenticity, but I'm telling you, someone's going to write something to you, or you're going to write something to someone, or you're going to write something to the universe, and it's an omen. Whatever it is that you're writing is an omen, a happening. Okay? It's going to happen in the future. You're going to write something now that's going to happen in the future. Thank you for that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that confirmation. What other messages? Can you give us any messages about the offers, the material offers? Are we getting into love? What other messages for Gemini? Can you tell us about their alchemy? What is their alchemy forming in the material world? I just heard a new reality is breaking in. A new reality is breaking in. Dreams. Oh, interesting. Yeah, message. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages in your dreams. Wow, okay. Hold on. Okay. This lover is coming in and they just poked my heart. Okay, like I felt it. Okay, hold on. If I could just park them, because I've been parking them. They really want to speak. They really want to send you a message. Okay. Wow. They're making a decision. Message and decision. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Runes at the bottom here. That's a big confirmation of Viking and Celtic ancestry. There is a lover of yours that's going to send you a message. Okay. About a decision that they have made. They may have received some kind of validation or confirmation in their dreams about what they need to do. Okay? Okay, so let me go back to you for a moment before because this lover is kind of, they said what they really needed to say, and now they're kind of parked to the side. So I can finish your message now. Okay. Dreams are breaking through. So Spirit was saying that because you're ending this very long cycle of standstill, now that there's movement and new experiences, there's a new reality that is breaking through for you. And dreams are also going to break through. This dream energy is the Seven of Cups, because Seven of Cups traditionally means dreams and fantasy. So dreams and fantasies are breaking through. Okay? Remember how I was saying, like I kept seeing, because I'm seeing this again, the lights that are flashing? And I was saying Spirit is sending you a lot of messages. See the orbs around you, as if like these orbs are flashing around you. Okay? Spirit is sending you a lot of messages in your dreams about the reality, the new reality that is breaking through, and your dreams that are going to break through from the dream dimension into the material world. Okay? You're going to have to make some kind of decision about your path. Spirit here is saying you can take the lead. Oh. Lead is staring at me right underneath clarity of belief. It was like this. Okay, you can take the lead. That's why you may have felt lost before on your path, but you're going to have some kind of sense of clarity where you're not going to feel lost anymore about what direction you want to move into. You're going to get some kind of clarity. Okay? I all of a sudden feel very amped up in your space. Let me shuffle and get one more, and then we'll return to this lover. Gamble. Okay. Omen. I'm telling you, you're handwriting omens right now. Whatever it is that you write is an omen of a happening in the future that is going to come to pass. Give me a moment. This gamble is it's like either or. Anything can happen energy, because it's up to you. It's up to you with your new experiences and your new path. Okay? And I'm going to reference a few collective messages that we were channeling, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, where the universe is asking us, Spirit is asking us, what do we want to experience? What do we want to experience? So you may be in this energy now where you know what you want to experience, and therefore anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen. Give me one more on this. What is this gamble? Gemini. You may not know where this decision is going to take you, but you know it's authentic to you. Okay? Fortune cookie. Fortuitous. Fortune. You see all the question marks? Because it's a gamble. It's interesting. I'm seeing fortune is on your side. I'm seeing like many fortunes. Like that again, like that's the 7 of Cups energy. I'm seeing many fortunes and they're all on your side. Like either or, it's not going to be like again, it's that feast of plenty energy, right? We saw that earlier. I didn't take it out, but we were referencing it. It's that feast of plenty, that unpaid debt. It's unpaid because you didn't open your hands to receive it. Now you're receiving the many fortune cookies, and it's a gamble of what fortune is inside the fortune cookie, but it doesn't matter because either way, it's going to be authentic to you, and it's going to be a new experience that you're ready for. Does that make sense? So there's a little bit of mystery in your space that I feel is really exciting. Okay? That's gorgeous. That's beautiful because your dreams are going to be unleashed. Your alchemy is being unleashed into the universe, into the world to create the experiences that you want to have. Wow, Gemini. And all that is because of your stillness. Remember, okay? Don't look at it from a negative connotation. Look at it from a positive way. Look at it from a different perspective. Not even a positive way. Just look at it from a different perspective, okay? You've been harnessing energy the entire time that you were in stillness. And now you have all this energy to unleash into the world, and anything can happen, okay? Let's get into this love, because this love is here. It's very potent. So where do I want to go? Let's see. So number one, so what I was saying earlier, okay, this person's going to send you a message, okay? Just to summarize, this person's going to send you a message. They're going to write something to you about a decision that they have made, okay? And I feel like they may have received some kind of confirmation or validation in their dream about what they need to do, okay? About what they need to do. This person feels like they're also taking a gamble because they don't know how your relationship will look like. They don't know exactly how it's going to form materially, or how your two worlds are going to come together, or how the build is going to look like. But the foundation energetically is there. Okay? This person is also, I'm getting that they communicate to you a lot in your dreams. So you may have a very like etheric connection with them, maybe even telepathy. But there's a lot of messages in your dreams. This person is coming through as like, that's really interesting. They're coming through like an emperor-like energy in the dream state, but a king of pentacles in the material world. Like they're more confident and they can take the lead more in the dream state, in the ethereal realms. But in the material world, there's like ego and fear that kind of kicks in, where they are not exactly shining their true authenticity just yet. But I think I was mentioning that earlier, like there is a lover that's going through an ego unraveling. Don't get me wrong, they are authentic, but it's like they're afraid to show their all authenticity, their true authenticity in the world. Okay? Is what I'm seeing here. Let me just get a few cards from here, and then we'll get into the tarot. Okay? For Gemini and this love, spread your wings. Wow. God. Okay. And I just coughed because my throat chakra. Because they're about to cough something up. I'm telling you, they're about to say something to you. It's a message. It's a message. Spread your wings and move. Okay. Okay, this is 2027. Some of you are getting married in 2027. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I'm seeing that here. That's actually confirmation here with 27. There's a hand fasting ceremony right here. You guys have done this before, done this hand fasting ceremony before. This person may have remembered in their dreams. Oh, you guys are bound. You guys are bound. There's some kind of physical move that's going to bring you two closer. I don't know if you guys are at a distance or this is like moving in with each other. Like if you're not at a distance from each other, this is about like moving in together. That's going to bring you a lot closer. This love between the both of you is going to make you do something that you've never done before. It's going to make you spread your wings and vice versa. Like, it's going to inspire you to do something different. It's going to inspire you to come out of your shell. I was about to sing that song, but I didn't want to. I'm going to come out of my shell. I'm coming out. Like, that's what I heard. But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, let me get one more. Release and shine. Wow. Yeah, see, it's like spreading your wings. See how it looks like very old and tapered clothing? I feel like what you thought that you would always be recovering from, you're releasing, right? That journey of yours, that internal world of yours, feels inspired by this love. Because this love feels very healing between the both of you. It feels very healing. Yeah, I just feel like you're going to do something that you've never done before. This person is going to do something that they've never done before. And it's this love that's inspiring the both of you to do something that you've never thought that you would ever experience, never thought that you would ever try. Oh, 10 of Pentacles just fell on my lap. Longevity, long term. It's interesting because I remember I did a reading for you guys and it was all about this like dynamic between these two people where you were going through you were ending, like, I think it was a 7-year cycle, I titled it. Yeah, you were ending a 7-year cycle and the other person was awakening. This feels like the same group from that reading. You're going through a very deep healing release that's going to bring you a lot of clarity. And this person is going through ego sublimation. There's the 7 of Cups again. There it is. With the Ace of Cups. See, these offers that are just starting to come in, it feels like all. There's something about all, like you're receiving it all. Again, because there's so much that has accumulated that you haven't received yet, but now you're receiving. And remember how I said there's someone, like I'm seeing someone meditate with their hands like this, palms open up to the universe. Look at all these cards with palms open up to the universe to receive. Sorry. Queen of Cups. Wow. A lot of love. A lot of love. You feel a lot of love. You feel very moved by this love as well. This love moves you. This person also feels very moved by this love. You're going to notice you have here the Four of Pentacles. You're going to notice this person move differently. As soon as they message you with a decision, you're going to notice this person move differently. My PlayStation just turned on randomly. Okay. But I thought it was my power that went out, but my lights are still on. Yeah, it's interesting because I was mentioning something about a home, and here you have this woman holding like the house very close to her. Okay, so I'm getting a specific story. So again, I'll get a lot of messages to take what resonates. There's someone here that is having a hard time letting go of the place that they were born into, or the home that they were born into, or their country. Like they're having a hard time thinking of moving, but they know that it's the decision that is appropriate, or they know that there's some kind of compromise or sacrifice that needs to be made if they choose to move forward with you. Like they know that there has to be some kind of sacrifice, and this person is having a hard time doing that. Okay, but they know that in doing that, it's going to move the relationship deeper, as well as, you know, they're going to shine and spread their wings and open themselves up to newer opportunities. Okay, so that's very specific. That's for someone out there. Like they're very close to home. They're very close to their family. They're very close to their friends. They don't want to let that go. They don't want to let that go. You have here the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But see, this is about shining. Like what this person is learning is that they can shine anywhere. This person is going through, yes, they're going through an ego sublimation and ego rebirth. But I feel like this person is understanding that wherever they are on earth, they can shine. They can shine. They're sending you a lot of messages in this reading. I can feel their soul speaking. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of like juggling. Okay, the pendulum, right? The swinging. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to make a decision right now. That's what they're doing. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, more of this home energy. More of this home. Four of Pentacles right underneath the Queen of Pentacles. Someone here is a mother. Okay, I'm seeing 2 kids or 3, but the third one's really small. I'm seeing 3 kids. Someone has a bike with a basket. I'm seeing that. Five of Wands. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. Two of Wands. Death. One more. That's that release energy. The High Priestess, there's the Hanged Man. There's that stillness again. So the stillness energy is also here in this connection. There's stillness, there's a pause in this connection. And that's why there's this decision and the message that you're going to receive from this person about what's going to happen. So you may also feel like there's a stillness in this connection. And it's interesting because this Five of Wands is this woman like holding a chess piece and trying to figure out like where to move it. But the way I'm sensing this energy here in this card is there's like hesitation in moving something. Spirit's like, don't move anything. Like, just leave it as it is. It's almost like you have to stand very still, you know, to keep everything balanced. Don't move anything, because if you move something, like if you move something in your home, right, it changes the look, it changes the energy, right? Just leave things alone is what I'm seeing here. There's also a little bit of like self-sabotaging frequencies that I'm feeling here. Okay. I can see that the wait, that the pause, that the stillness is painful here with the Three of Cups, or sorry, Three of Swords and the Page of Cups. These cards, these energies go together. Because this is the pain of the past. This is the healing that you are releasing, right? What we talked about in your spiritual growth. And like you're not going back there. But there's energies that tend to creep up from the past, from the pain, in this connection that you have with this person. But it's not necessarily coming from this connection. It's not coming from this person. It's coming from the past that you are healing, that you're finally letting go of and recovering from. Remember thank you, Spirit. Remember what I was saying, that there's so much emptying out and bottoming out right now and slippage with this release, with so much of what you're doing. That connections and intimacy and relations are not binding right now. They're not bonding deeply. They're not, thank you, Spirit. They're not binding. It's because of what you are healing from. It's because of what your internal world is releasing. So that's why this Hanged Man energy is here in this space, in this connection as well. Thank you, Spirit. See, it all connects. I'm here for an hour and it always connects. Okay? It always connects. So that's why like you're not feeling the depth of the intimacy. Okay, you may feel like this person's a little bit closed off, or there's like no grand expression, or it's not moving the way that you feel it moves in the ethereal realm, or it's not moving as quickly as you thought it would, right? Because the Hanged Man is not a quick movement. The Hanged Man is a pause. Just as much as you are releasing, please know that this person is also releasing too. And when two energies are releasing, they're not going to come together. You have to wait until the new energies can come in so that they can bind. Does that make sense? And that's this transformation. That's why death is here, because remember that doorway of all things? The doorway of all things includes death, rebirth, new beginnings, and regeneration. Okay? So you're also witnessing the not only the life cycle of your past and what your internal energies and your transformations, but you're also witnessing the life cycle of this relationship. Does that make sense? You're witnessing their release, you're witnessing their transformation, but also between the both of you. Your energies are in the connection are both changing, transforming. This connection is going to move, but in order for it to move, the old energies need to die so that they can be renewed. So that's why there's this hanged man and a little zipper here opening you, right? That opening, doorway of all things, again, is giving you a little glimpse of what's to come. Two of Wands, the hanged man. The world that awaits after the stillness. So that is your theme. The world awaits after the stillness. That is your theme, Gemini. And that is also here in this romantic connection. Okay. I hope that this resonates. I hope that this makes sense. I trust that I delivered it. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you again for trusting me with your energy. I am open for personal readings, but at this time, I'm not taking any new requests. The wait is up to like 9 months right now, so I have to just kind of close the new requests and catch up, basically, but I don't rush the readings. I like to take my time. But memberships are open on the channel. You can sign up for memberships on the channel. That is open. There's 2 tiers. The first tier is just to support my channel. And the second tier, it's you get weekly membership readings every Wednesday from me, obviously. Okay, so that's all that I have. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.